This is the Earth Science Classroom. Welcome back to the channel. This video is on beach berms and beach crests and what they are in terms of the beach profile and the coastal geomorphology. So we have this generalized diagram here of a beach profile looking at where the berm is. The berm is part of the backshore, and the berm crest is the dividing point between the foreshore and the backshore. So it's influenced by tidal cycles, wave action, and either accretion or erosional processes on the beach. So each beach will have its own characteristics, its own geomorphology based on wave action, based on tidal cycle, based on the gradient or slope of the beach face, and also the changes during the year, both the seasonality and in terms of wind direction and wave action. Now in this picture of a beach, this is Cape May in New Jersey in USA, this is a very gentle beach face, gradient slope, and the beach berm and the beach face and backshore are pretty much the same gradient, so there's no real change or difference between them. Now in this picture of the Outer Banks, you have a narrower beach, but you have a different beach profile. You have the berm crest, and the beach face all clearly visible as different areas of this coastline and shoreline, and you have the wave action and waves, and you see the tidal points of the ocean in this picture, and the dunes as well. Now the berm crest is created by the swash and overtopping of water through the high tide marks and the spring tides, the large tides that go high up the beach and depositing lots of sediment and sand. Now this sand comes from sandbars off the coastline, and it depends on the depth and size of the troughs right off the coastline right next to the beach. So in this beach diagram, beach picture, you can see the berm is clearly visible as this high elevated area in the backshore, and the berm crest is again visible as this change in gradient, this point where the berm stops and the beach face or the foreshore begins. Now the sediment or sand is transported from the waves up onto the berm to create it, to accrete it, and the berm crest is that point where the high intertidal mark is shown on the beach, and the deposited sand goes on the berm crest to create it a higher level or steepness. So as you saw from the video, you've got this large, very apparent, very steep gradient berm crest separating the berm from the beach face. Now in this case, in late summer, with a storm coming through and a hurricane coming through in Outer Banks, you have this large wave action, so a lot of breaking waves and spilling waves, and you have this usually this large trough, this channel, this runnel, which is in the near shore section, just a few feet into the ocean, where you'll have this deeper section dug out by wave action, and this is going to cause the beach face to change gradient and become more steep. Then with the deposited sand of the berm, you're going to have the difference between the berm height and the beach face gradients, which creates this very steep and apparent, and in this case about 3 or 4 feet of berm crest, this kind of cliff that is created through accretion, and it tells you how the waves are behaving and processing this beach profile, and how it might change both in the winter and then coming back into the summer again based on these processes.